What's up, YouTube?
I am the best in the world.
We got a question to answer from my boy Manny. Big up to Manny. He supports the channel. Also hits us up on Facebook. But he hit us up with this question. Sorry that we just get into it. Real quick before we get into this, I know some of y'all were probably wondering why we didn't make videos last week. I was going out of town on vacation, and so that's why we didn't really make them. So, you know, getting stuff together, and we had a really busy weekend last weekend. So that's why I didn't get done. But anyway, we're back. But the question he asked was, do we think that Paul Heyman is the best manager? The reason he asked the question, I'm trying to remember what. We all know, as we seen Brock Lesnar break the streak, the Undertaker streak. So that's really why he asked, you know, the question. With that happening, does that make him the best manager, or do we think he's the best manager? Me personally, I'm not going to give y'all my personal best because I really don't have a personal best so far as managers. But him being the best manager, no. It's a lot of guys that have been, you know, y'all guys know I've watched wrestling since, you know, since the late 80s. So I've seen the Bobby Heenans, the Jimmy Harts, the Mr. Fujis, the Jim Cornettes, on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? I could sit here and just name them off all day. But, you know, Paul Heyman, he's up there though. He, you know, it's an easy, I think, between, if let's say I had to pick, somebody was asking, okay, well, pick one. You know what I'm saying? It would be a coin flip between him and Paul Bearer for me. That's me.
To me, it's very difficult because I'm not saying that I can't say he's the best. Like, no, he's not. And I'm not saying a no like fuck no or all the way firm no. It's like I'm a confused no, like no, because you never know from here and later on, and already what he's done before I was even born, until shit that I don't know, the shit that I do know, to him breaking the streak, to what he can finally do, or go back to what he did with CM Punk. I don't know. This dude, he is on the path of being the best. I can tell you that. Now, he is on the path of being the best manager. It's just hard for me to say that he is the best right now.
I have to see.
I really don't even have a best manager. I mean, Paul Bearer, yeah, he's pretty. For me, I have to. Okay, yeah, he's probably the best. But I honestly do think, if you ask me this question, do I think Paul Heyman will be the best manager in a few years or years to come? I'll give you a yes. Yes, I will. Now, if he doesn't and he falls off or some major happens, hey, I was wrong, and I really did think he was going to be the best. But I do think he is going to be the best, not just he's not the best right now.
Because we do, you know, that's the thing when you get these type of questions. And that's the thing. You pretty much go on your own personal opinion, and you go off what you've seen. So, you know, I've seen a lot more wrestling than my brother. There's probably guys out there that seen a lot more wrestling than I've seen. So that's pretty much what you judging it on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I remember Paul Heyman back in WCW when he was Paulie Dangerously. I think Paulie Dangerous, something where he had a few stables. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I still remember, you know, like stables were kind of different, you know, as time went along, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, back then, you know, especially in the Federation days, you know, you had Bobby Heenan or you had a Jimmy Hart, and they were managing like a few, you know, groups, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and stuff like that, you know, but I mean, he's had I give him longevity, and I give him this, that a lot of the guys that we talk about, or the guys that have become the top stars of the company, he's managed them one point in time in their career. So far as, you know, Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, CM Punk, and of course Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying? Those are the four that probably stand out, you know what I'm saying, from you know, from the majority of the people that he's managed. you know. But you know, I go off of to me, like I said, I put Paul Bearer maybe a little bit ahead of him because Paul Bearer has managed pretty much everybody he's managed is in a Hall of Fame, including himself. Mm-hmm. So I look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? You know, me personally. You know, and I mean, we can sit here all day and name all the managers or whatnot. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to leave a comment saying, oh, you forgot about such and such. Look, we just answering the guy's question. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a...
That's another reason why it's kind of hard to answer the question. Because, well, for me, because I know it's other managers out there, I just never really seen them on a live, you know, stage. Like, I know who Jimmy Hart is. Just never really seen. I mean, I may have seen him on a live stage, but I was little. I wasn't giving a shit. I just learned about Shawn Michaels. That was it. I mean, I've seen these other dudes that I've seen pictures. I just showed my brother a picture of whatever.
Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck he was. I didn't know he was a manager or nothing, but I've seen his face before, and I was like, who is this dude? Because I've seen him before. And he told me who he was, and I wouldn't have known who the fuck. I would have thought he was a wrestler if you would have asked me. Oh. But to go a little bit off of the subject with Paul Heyman, the only thing that as of right now, the only thing I am kind of regretting, the only person I think that he shouldn't have managed is that fucking Curtis Axel. I don't want to go off subject, but that maybe if he may blow up, I don't know, whatever. Just right now, I just wish he didn't do him because I'm just not.
Because I mean, everything Paul Heyman does touch does turn to gold.
See,
I'm a firm believer of that. Like, you know, it's gonna be. We seeing what he does with Cesaro. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, a couple of more people, depending on what their superstardom goes to, it's going to tell a lot. Mm-hmm. That's going to tell a lot. But, you know, I mean, it's been a lot of great managers, you know, both women and men. You know what I'm saying? We can't forget the Vicky Guerreros and the Sensational Sherrys and the Sapphires with Dusty Rhodes. Y'all remember her. Miss Elizabeth, of course. I mean,
say her. Ain't that one
Macho Man?
Yeah.
I mean, we sit here all day and just name, you know what I'm saying, managers, but everybody has their own personal opinion on something like this. It's people out there, they probably like, man, y'all dumb motherfucker, man. Paul Heyman has to be the best manager right now. He has to be the best manager of all time. That's your opinion. That's not ours. We just gave y'all ours. So, you know,
we wouldn't even be mad at that. Just be like, okay, you know, I feel you. Because, I mean, it ain't like, oh, fuck no, you're stupid. Like, no, I mean, that's your opinion. And I'm kind of leaning towards your opinion a little bit. It's just not right now. I'm not, but.
In time, we'll see. I guess so. So, you know, I'll tell you one thing I don't like. I'm pretty sure my brother's going to agree with me on this one that I don't like about Paul. Well, it's two things. One, he's gotten rid of, and that's the bullshit-ass fucking ducktail bullshit he had. He looked like he cut that shit off. And then I can't stand the way this nigga says Brock Lesnar's name.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stand it, man.
See, I love Paul Heyman. I'm a Paul Heyman guy. I like Brock Lesnar. I didn't like him at first, but I like him. But I just can't stand the way he says that Brock. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me if he got, like, Brock's cum gargling in his throat, and he just... Brock Lesnar. Like, okay, look, you just say Brock Lesnar. Don't do the gargle because it seems like you mouthwashing your throat with his skeet. And he just be standing there fucking doing all that jerking and fucking doing all like, okay, look, y'all look a little too fruity on this shit, okay? I'm with y'all and shit. I can wear the Paul Heyman shirt and all that and support y'all. Hooray. But stop doing that shit, okay, Paul Heyman? It ain't gonna get you out of the Hall of Fame or stop you from being the best fucking manager. Just stop gargling that fucking cum Brock Lesnar shit in your throat, okay? I'm out.